And we're live.
Welcome to the Crimson Head Elder live stream interview with the actors from Resident Evil Remake. We have Jill Valentine herself, Heidi Anderson-Swan, and
Hello.
Hey Heidi.
Hi.
And we have the Chris Redfield. No, not the one who can punch through boulders, but Joe Whyte.
Hello. It's so nice to be here.
Oh, jeez.
Are you Chris or are you Forrest Speyer now?
No, I'm Chris. Hello, everybody.
Hey Joe, and masterfully playing through their game as our stars watch their performances from the Crimson Head Elder team. We have Sonny Bauer.
Hey everybody, Sonny Bauer reporting in.
That was so technically perfect.
I'm George Trevor, and I'm going to be monitoring the live chat as well. With me doing that, we've got over in Pennsylvania, we've got the Oracle Dragon.
Hello, everyone.
Yay!
Yay! Let's see. Oh, we got Bloody Eye with us already. Yay! Hey, Bloody Eye.
And Yoke.
Yo!
Hey, Yoke.
And Isles.
There's Isles. Julian. Everybody's filing in. Yeah.
Awesome.
Hello, everybody.
So fun.
So just to give a brief, I guess a brief description for where we're going to go today. This is going to be the conclusion, God willing, of bittersweet for me too. But we have just entered the mining tunnels, and we last witnessed the death of the Bravo team captain Enrico Marini. Poor Enrico. So we are going to be traversing the mining tunnels. Then we will head back into the mansion briefly to go down to an altar, which will then lead to the laboratory. And from there on out, we will experience... all will be revealed, and we will experience the conclusion to the mansion incident.
I can't wait.
Very, very exciting. Very tense.
You know, I've been playing 2, the remake, and really enjoying it. That's all I have to say.
No.
Playing?
Tell me more details, Joe.
I want to know who you were playing.
I'm playing as Leon,
Okay.
voiced, of course, by Nick Apostolides, and just really, really enjoying the game, having a lot of fun. It's. I have to admit, though, I kind of wimped out on this game because I've cheated a couple of times. I couldn't find where the combos were for the safes, so I cheated and looked on Google, and I got the safe combinations.
Oh, Joe.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my word, Joe! Talking of Nick, we've got Nick Apostolides has just turned up in the live chat. Nick, hi. We've got
Hi, Nick.
Hello.
Leon Kennedy has shown up to confront Chris Redfield.
Oh my God.
Hello, Nick. Welcome,
Hey,
man.
Nick.
This
Where is he?
amazing. He's in the chat.
Oh,
in the live
hey.
chat right now.
Oh my gosh, Nick Apostolides, I'm a huge fan, man. This is Joe, and I gotta tell you, you did a fantastic job. Fantastic. I love it.
We all feel that way. He just said hell yeah in the chat, by the way.
Yeah. He's got a great voice.
Well, we're
It's
going to
just
be doing. Hopefully, we're going to be doing a stream with Nick playing, as he's actually going to be taking the reins from Marty, and he's going to be playing as himself as Leon S. Kennedy. So maybe Joe, we'll let you know that when that is, and you can hook up in the live chat as well.
Absolutely. Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I listened to an
Future plans.
interview with him. Sorry,
go
I
ahead,
cut you off
Heidi.
there, Artie.
No, I think I cut you off. Go ahead, Heidi.
I listened to an interview with Nick, and he talked all about how he grew up as a fan, playing with his brother, and so it's fun that now he's in it, when he has that history with the game.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's like a dream job. I cannot believe this. We have the Sphere Hunter. We have Susie, big member of the community, just arrived in the chat as well. This is great.
Oh wow! Thank
Hi,
you,
Susie.
Susie.
Hello there, Susie.
And her support, I mean, her support has been invaluable for us as a very, very small stream that we've we just started doing this, and it's been wonderful the way we've got members from the community that are so experienced and so ingrained doing this stuff that they.
Hey guys, my name is Sarah.
Sorry about that.
Oh, Joe.
What was that, Joe?
You and your antics.
What's going on?
I was trying to load the live stream so I can see what the comments are, and I actually accidentally started the podcast with Layla Johnson and Allison Court.
Yeah, let Sarah do her intro.
Right.
We got so many different bases already showing up. We've got Distant Memories from Residents of Evil. We've got First Aid Spray Podcast in here. We've got Zombie Girl from Residents of Evil. This is great. It's filling up.
And Bloody Eyes already got a question, too.
Yeah. We'll get to the questions. I think we're going to start the stream now, and I just wanted to quickly say there's a chap there, William J. Rose, who's already sent some questions in regarding the file readings, and I think he was anxious to know if Heidi and Joe would be reading some files, so I'm sure there'll be some surprises ahead, definitely.
Oh, yes. I think we plan on doing some more live file readings. What does the chat think of that?
Well, again, Nick Apostoles, I've got to stop saying the Leon S. Kennedy every time I get to his name, but actor from Resident Evil 2 has said, yes, the community coming together is inspiring.
Yeah, it's great.
It's truly the greatest it's ever been, at least compared to past. I mean, everybody tended to be in their own little corner, of the community, and just recently, I don't know if it's the hype with Resident Evil 7, I don't know if it was with Remake 2, but for some reason, things have been bringing the community back together, and it's truly like one of the greatest things I'm experiencing right now. It's fantastic.
Super cool. I'm just happy to be asked to be a part of this. It's as I've said on both of the previous podcasts, it's just mind blowing to me that there's this much support and this much love in the community for this game and for us, and it gives me the warm fuzzies, I gotta tell you.
Well, it gives me the warm fuzzies too, Joe. I don't know about everybody else. They're staying quiet. It's getting awkward.
I hope that's too personal. Did I go personal?
No. It's truly wonderful. It really is. It is wonderful. But I'll tell you what, why don't we stop rambling, and why don't we, for the final time, once again, enter the survival horror.
Yes! Let's do it!
Let's do this. That was my first one.
Do you want to do your Resident Evil title calling again, Joe?
Resident Evil.
Fantastic.
I don't think a lot of people actually know that was you, wasn't it, Joe? You read that's you at the beginning.
That was me.
Do you get like a commission every time a gamer plays it? And you should have worked that into your contract.
You'd be a very, very rich man.
Yeah.
Jeez. Let's not talk about what Capcom pays.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, boy.
That was so Minnesota, Heidi.
Oh, jeez.
And so, Heidi, I imagine, because we've talked before, how Joe's a gamer and he's played the game before, and it's been just as special to experience with you. You experienced the game for the first time.
Yes.
So I imagine you must be quite excited with this being the final part of Jill's journey.
Well, yes. How does it? I mean, I know that Jill ends going off in a helicopter and resting her head on Chris's shoulder. But before that, okay, what's that?
That is the black tiger spider.
Oh my gosh.
I think I got something for that. Oh, she had something for me too.
Ew.
Got you.
The projectile acid vomit spider.
And so she just didn't get wet?
She got a little wet.
Just a little bit. Might have gotten a little extra too. We'll have to find out. Yeah, you're poisoned.
Joe Bloody Eye asks, did you finally get to watch the original opening, the original FMV? You know, the live action opening for the original Evil game.
Oh, you know, I forgot about that. I haven't seen it yet. I will
Well,
watch.
I'll hold up my hands as well because I said I was going to send you the link, so I'll make sure I'll send you the link, and then yeah, we can discuss that.
Bloody Eye. Where's the Orkin man when you need him? Well played. Well played.
We have to cut some
Oh,
blooding
thanks,
off
Joe.
the
You
door.
can
What-
see the live chat as well. That's great.
Yes.
Nick.
Thanks, Nick.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the herb.
I think we should all get together and make our own Resident Evil game, completely original, with
And
all of us playing different characters.
That would be great.
Heidi and Joe, Nick just wanted to let you know that he thought your performance in this was amazing. He said, "So cool, Joe, Heidi, you two were amazing in this."
Oh, thank you.
Right back at you, sir.
And thank you so much for tuning in. I can't tell you what it means for me, and I know all the fans and the other fans in the live chat that know that you're there with them. And wow.
I really like this mechanic. One of the things that I like in the Resident Evil games is this mechanic where you have to put something on, like you have to put the shotgun on the rack. It has to go down in order to trigger something else, or like in this sequence, you have to put the flamethrower. What was it? Is it the broken flamethrower has to go on the rack in order to open the door?
Yep, it's the broken flamethrower, but also for Chris, because his scenario is harder, he has to do it twice. He had to do it in that first boulder hallway that we already passed.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Or yeah, somewhere near there, yeah.
Okay, I'm back again. I got knocked off. But I'm back.
Oh, that's just a regular thing at this point, Heidi.
It just is.
Wesker doesn't want you here.
Yeah, Wesker's always jamming Jill's signal.
That's what it
Jill.
is.
Jill, you just dodged a massive meatball rolling down the hallway.
Really?
Joe and Heidi,
boulder.
we've got an interesting question here from Arls487. He says, does watching your work in a production like this make you reminisce about the circumstances of that period of your life at the time?
It really does.
Mhm.
It really, really brings me back. So yes, and I, in a lot of ways, I really miss acting. I really do, and so it's fun to think about being in the voice booth and getting to get lost in a character like this, lost in a story like that. It was really, really rewarding, and it's even more rewarding today to know that that this game has lived for so long, and so many people have enjoyed it, and so that's a real pleasure. But yeah, I absolutely get taken back to a time, and I would not think about it hardly at all if it weren't for Resident Evil. The times of auditioning and everything else.
Yeah, that's very true. What it reminds me of is how naive I was at the time. I was relatively new to voiceover when I did this game. As I have said before, I got started doing voiceover at Disney Feature Animation when I was working there as an artist, doing scratch dialogue for all the films, and it just, I had no idea. When I did this game, I didn't know what Resident Evil was. I didn't know who Chris Redfield was. I knew nothing about this. And it just seemed like such a non-event at the time. And for it now, 20 years later, to be this thing that people are going back to and rediscovering, and with the remaster, enjoying something that I thought lost forever. It's stunning. It really is. Knocks me right out.
Yeah, I remember somebody in my agent's office saying, "Oh, well, this might be the thing that you do well in is these video games," and it was sort of like a, implied that it was like a second-class job. You know? And I was like, oh, thanks.
I'm told I have the perfect face for radio, but you know,
Right.
Well,
old joke.
we've had another message from Nick Apostoles. He says, Heidi and Joe, you're forever a part of this Zari universe. Heidi and Joe, unforgettable performances.
As are you, Nick. As are you. And you know, I don't know if you're wrong when I was talking about the fact that I'm now playing 2, and just really enjoying your performance.
Wow, what did I just walk into? Sorry.
Oh my. Run.
Just ran into like the faces of 2 hunters.
Oh boy.
What are you doing here? Ah!
I think we're okay now.
Well, I'll thank you for that compliment, Nick.
Oh my gosh.
You've got a great voice and very talented, so I appreciate the compliment.
You know what I thought was hysterical was the scene where Leon and Claire beat at the little gate at the bottom of the where the helicopter crashes, and they have this flirty little conversation as zombies are walking up behind Claire. They're like, you know, and Claire says, "Do me a favor and survive this," or something like that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's a little when they get serious again. I like how they're talking and Claire's just like, Leon's like, how are you? And she's like, oh, you know, surviving.
I'm okay.
Surviving.
Oh, we got another scene here.
Barry?
Okay. Oh.
Thank God you're safe.
You too, Jill. A noise I heard brought me down here, but I didn't expect to find a place like this.
What did you expect, Barry?
Have any idea as to
Chuck
what
E.
might be at
Cheese?
the bottom?
There's only one way to find out.
Monique has just entered the chat. Hey, Monique.
Oh!
There she is. Hello.
Resident Evil database in the house.
And yes, Monique, I still owe you that file. I apologize. You know I love you,
Be
Mom.
a person. Jill, go check it out. We had enough surprises for one day. I'll stay here and secure our
Have
escape
you,
route
Barry?
in case something
Have you
happens.
really?
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. Jill, go check it out. And she's like, okay,
Okay, yeah, sure, Barry.
I'll stay here. Okay.
Yeah, so what Barry heard was a female, like there's like a groaning coming, you know, from the distance, and he's like, what the hell is that sound? Could be a person.
Oh.
Jill, go check it out. I'll secure our escape
Oh.
route. And we find out that it's Lisa Trevor again. In pursuit.
That's a mighty big gun, Barry. Why, thank you, Doctor.
Oh, God.
Question for Heidi and Joe from Elliot Edward. Are there any moments during this voice acting performance that you regretted or just have to laugh off? I'm not sure if I've read the question right. I think maybe any of your performance that maybe you would have wanted to have gone back and redone, maybe?
I think, honestly, I'm going to have to defer to you guys. You tell me, is there a part where you went, oh my gosh, that's awful?
Well, I think I said this in the podcast. I don't think it was due to your performance. I think it was due to some of the I guess like some of the choice of the dialogue writing. There's some cheesy sort of B-movie lines in this. I don't really think it's the way that it was performed as much as it was like, oh,
Not at all.
that's an interesting thing to say.
I mean, because would I be right in thinking? I think the one difference between, perhaps when Nick was doing his performance in Resident Evil 2, and you guys, I know Nick and he speaks, and the other cast of Resident Evil 2 speak of having a wonderful voice director that would go through the emotions and the character with them, what they were feeling at the time, and I think it's testament to your performances, because would I be right in thinking that you didn't sort of enjoy that kind of extra support of having a hands-on director at the time?
No, I did. I definitely did. Yeah, I mean, it was very helpful. I mean, I think the only impediment would be that I was by myself. So I didn't have Joe to play off of and make eye contact with,
Right.
and that would have been the only impediment, but I had very good direction.
Oh, so was it Susan Hart then that you would have? Was that her name? Maybe.
Oh, no, it was it was a Resident Evil person from Japan. I can't remember which one.
Oh, okay. And would that have been the same for you, Joe?
Oh no. Well, I worked, of course, with the casting person.
Let me cut you off right. Let me cut you off right here for just 1 second.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Barry just left Jill behind.
What?
That's the big betrayal.
That ain't right.
Does she
Barry.
know now that she's been betrayed?
Oh, she's not. She knows. She knows something's definitely wrong.
So I'm not sure if it was Susan Hart, but Joe, did you work quite closely with a director when you were doing
Carol Rougier, yeah. Carol Rougier was the casting person and the go-between between the Japanese gentleman who from Capcom that was in the booth directing. But I really got my direction from Carol. She kind of, there was a lot of sort of language barrier between us, and Carol kind of interpreted and told me her take on what the director was telling her. And she was wonderful. She is wonderful. She's a wonderful actress in her own right, and has done a lot of voiceover work herself. If you have a chance, look her up. Carol Rougier, Ruggier. And we're still friends. As I've previously stated, my wife was working at Sound-Deluxe in Hollywood when this got made. And that's where we recorded the Chris Redfield dialogue. And Carol was a part of the company at that time. She's no longer with them. But it was really Carol that said, "Hey Joe, would you like to take a shot at this?" And gave me the opportunity to do the role. So I have her to thank for being here today.
Thank you, Carol.
And is she still in animation casting?
No, she's kind of out of the business a little bit, but I mean, she still works. But I don't know that she's doing casting anymore. I haven't spoken to her in a while, but. Very cool.
We may have lost Dorothy Dragon's audio.
That wasn't good.
Wesker.
Okay, what was that?
I'm here. I just had to adjust it a little bit.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Because last time hardly anybody heard me speaking.
Have you got any questions?
She closed
I
it.
did till I fixed it.
Who doesn't have a picture? What's the?
I love this music in the background. It's just so haunting. Just goes so well with Lisa's tragedy.
Yeah, for sure.
That's Lisa?
That's
Lisa
Lisa,
really
yep.
is. She really is the big
Aw.
loser here, isn't she?
She's the most tragic character in the series.
Yeah,
Aw.
she's the one that we encountered in the in that cabin down the forest from the mansion.
Oh, it's not her fault.
No, it's not.
I wonder- So does she have a voice?
Yes,
There you go.
a little bit.
I wonder who did her.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Sometimes they get involved to do the zombie voices because I know Alexia Ashford actress Layla Johnson did the zombie voices in Code Veronica, and I think Nick Apostles will correct me if I'm wrong in the live chat, but I think Nick mentions that he did some of the extra.
I mean, look at this area right here.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Ooh. Oh,
This is a great room. Look at
that's a
that.
great. And you know what I'm going to say about the lighting?
Again, I'm doing my thing. I'm too super.
Yeah, you love the lighting and the atmosphere.
I love the lighting.
Yeah.
Are you in Lisa's lair now, in her room now?
We're getting to her actual room. It's the passage to her room.
It's just so.
I just want to backtrack because I remember something that Nick said in the chat a little while back. He said that Barry was just going to get a latte earlier. You know, he'll be back.
He's getting a sandwich.
Right.
Do
you know, I've wondered for ages.
He was going out Stars box.
Guys, if you look in Lisa's room, you'll see like on the table and these chairs like piled up. And for years, I kind of wondered why they were like that. And recently, I was playing it again, just wondering. She was kind of incarcerated underground, and I just wonder if she was kind of piling up the chairs to kind of get up as high as she could, you know, to maybe try and escape, you know, through the ceiling and to just get some fresh air.
Yeah.
But this whole room, like you say, Heidi, light.
I love how it's lit.
Just
Okay, Aaron, this is your time. Are you there?
Oh.
We've got a file here. You're gonna read it live.
Okay.
I do my best, everybody.
Yay.
So don't pick on me.
Okay.
Aaron,
You'll be great.
Aaron the Oracle Dragon as Lisa Trevor right now. Here we go.
November 10th, 1967. Oh, I hate how the distortion of the video is.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're a little distorted.
Progenitor at Progenitor Virus Administration. Jessica Administrative Virus. Can't see that because it's distorted.
Okay. What about? Okay. I'll tell you what. This part is more of an actual like formal scientific part. After that is
Why
personal.
don't you read it?
It's actually a personal note. There's a journal left by somebody. Here we go.
Yeah.
There it is.
We go.
So can you see any of this, Aaron?
Ah, crap! I hate Discord when it's half blurry. Let me move this a little bit. November 14th, 1967. I feel dizzy after that shot they gave me. I don't see Mom. Where did they take her? She promised that we would escape together. Did she escape alone and leave me behind?
Oh.
November 15th, 1967. I found Mom. We ate together. I was very happy.
Uh-oh.
But she was a fake. Not my real mom. Same face, but different inside. I have to find Mom. I have to give her face back to Mother. I got Mom's face back. Nobody can have my mom except me. Attached her face to me. She doesn't go away because Mom said. What? That's sad or sad?
Sad.
Because Mom's sad when I meet her without her face. November 17th, 1967. Let's see. I can't see the first line.
From inside box, scent of mommy.
From inside box, sent to Mommy. Maybe. I hate how the Discord makes it so blurry.
Okay.
Sorry, I can't read it.
I think. Are you sure that's not the effect of the progenitor virus on your eyes?
My eyes are fine.
Distant Memories is so right. He says this whole file is heartbreaking.
It's very heartbreaking. Well, the final lines say, "Maybe true mother there. Stone box hard, it hurt. Steel rope in the way. Can't see mother because 4 stones."
Here's the thing: I can read the last bottom line, but I can't read the rest.
That's
So
really
Heidi, do you know what that's kind of Heidi? Do you know what that's alluding to?
No.
Yeah.
So she's been incarcerated and Umbrella, in order to kind of subdue her, are sending in fake sort of stooges to act as her mother to calm her down, but she kills at least 2 of these scientists and rips off their faces and attaches them to her as this like awful macabre costume. And you'll see when we come to meet Lisa soon that she is kind of wearing the faces of her victims.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Because they're posing as her mother, and she knows. You know, so it gets a little sadistic there. It's very, very tragic.
I do apologize, everybody, for me not being able to read the file because Discord, for some reason, blurred hazy the top lines of the pages, but the last bottom line was perfectly clear, so I don't know why it's like that. But thank you.
You'll get another chance, Harry, and I think there's another file, isn't there? I think that we find.
There's one
in
from
Jessica's,
there's one from
yeah, there's
Jessica.
one from Jessica.
I would like Heidi to read that one.
If I can read it, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can fix Discord video.
Well, we can hear you now again, Aaron. So that's the main thing.
Just last time we tried talking, I was so soft. I'm like, why am I whispering?
How are the storms over there in Pennsylvania? Is it nice and calm now?
Oh, the storms all blew over. We have sunshine and cold nights, so that's a good change for once.
We've got we've got Gabor in the chat asking who's the voice actors in this video. These are the voice actors for Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine.
Hello, Gabor.
Hello.
I don't know how to say hello in Hungarian.
Also, Joe voiced Richard Atkins, who gets killed by either Neptune or the Yawn.
Aisle 487, face off.
Oh, man. Okay.
All right, so is this the room? Is that her room?
Now, we are back in the shed that we entered. This is the passageway outside the back of the mansion when we left the first time.
Hey, Joe, Heidi, how's your Portuguese? Because Monique says she would love kind of content with Resident Evil database and you guys, but she doesn't. I mean, I'm sure her English is wonderful, but Monique said she doesn't trust her English completely. So do you guys speak Portuguese?
Monique does. Monique does. Yeah, but Monique does great. I've watched Monique's streams and we've spoken. Like I've typed in the chat and she's spoken back to me in English. You do great, Monique.
Yeah, I'm confused. I think Monique is does very well.
Can I ask Joe and Heidi just to say hi to a chap that's been in the Resident Evil community for years, and I've really enjoyed his contributions. He's done timelines, and I know he's a big fan of you guys. Stars Tyrant, Sean from the UK is in the house.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey, Tyrant.
Project Umbrella podcast.
Thanks for all your support. That's awesome.
Because if you do ever come over here, I'd love you to meet up with me and Stars, Sean, and also Nick Neptune and John. There's Mr. Spencer and the Batman.
We're gonna do that.
Quite a few of us in the UK. There's JC Wesker as well. So yeah, there's a whole crew of us that would love to meet you at the airport when you do come.
Fantastic. We'll do that. We'll go to a Spurs game.
I don't know if the other guys, because I'm not sure if Sean, Nick, and John are fans. But
look at Jill. She's like, whatever, just shoot him and keep going.
Oh yeah, she's like whatever at this point, Heidi. That's it. She's
totally whatever.
She's had it. Barry left her. She's pissed.
She's a woman scorned.
Yes.
How could he leave me behind? How dare he locked me down there with Lisa?
So now we've got these two stone and metal objects, these two emblems that are going to go to this gate that is right in the back of the main hall of the mansion here.
Boom.
Now, Heidi, are you sure you didn't record that?
I'm wondering.
That'd be interesting if it was you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I remember recording any lines that goes mother.
It's entirely
if you do
possible.
admit to do it, Heidi, I might get you to do some Lisa Trevor recordings in Canada.
Sure.
Oh boy. So here we go. We're going beneath the mansion.
Yeah.
Oh no.
This is where it gets real.
Really?
Oh, absolutely. From here on out, it's just a wild ride. I'm gonna save, speaking of. Just because. I don't think I really need to, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
I'm curious what your decision's going to be with Barry.
Big shout out to Scotland. All the Scottish fans. Yo. I gotta say, I love me some Scottish people. It's part of my heritage, I'm Scotch, Irish, English, and French.
So, my grandmother, when she came to America, she lied and said she was Scottish. She was actually Irish, but being Scottish was just a little bit better than being Irish. So,
It's like
so
the posh version of being Irish, is it?
so I thought for most of my life that I was Scottish. Because that's what my dad said. And he was like, no, we're Irish. And I'm like, well, why do I think I'm Scottish? And he said, I guess I carried my mother's shame about being Irish and passed that on to my
I bet your brothers were so relieved to stop wearing the kilts when they found
I
out.
Okay, so here we go. We have a pivotal
Where
scene
are we?
going on here.
I love the candles.
We are climbing down to
Artie.
the altar.
The chat's begging you not to be mean to Barry.
Oh, really? Oh,
alive.
okay, so I'm going to meet Barry. Oh.
I was worried because I thought you were.
Nice
Start
move.
talking.
Calm down. I didn't want to do it. Believe me, I can explain.
Don't lie to me.
She's pissed.
Yeah.
Here we
She
go.
wants the
Heidi.
truth
This
and
is-
only the truth.
I don't know, chat. What do you think I should do?
They're saying forgive him.
What should we do, Heidi? Should we forgive him?
No.
Oh.
No time to talk. Jill, hand me my gun.
Should I give the gun back or should I not give it back?
What happens?
Oh,
What
The
happens?
chat's saying he's a family man. Don't kill him. Save him.
And
Bury in the doghouse.
he was under duress, Heidi. His wife and daughters were going to be harmed.
Everybody's saying forgive.
everybody
Really?
wants me to.
What do you
everybody
think,
wants me to
guys, in
give
the
gun
chat?
back.
Forgive. A lot of the chat are saying we should forgive him. James Steinham's saying kick him, but most people.
Yeah.
Yoke said tell him.
is saying save.
Nick said save him. Okay,
So
Yoke-
what if
Yoke wants us to be
I'm gonna
killed.
give the gun back to him.
Thanks, Jill.
what if we pistol whip him first and then
Oh.
Joe!
I think he deserves that, but I don't think he deserves the fate that happens if we don't give him the gun
right?
back.
So that's something.
You know what?
Yeah, Susie says forgive.
Give me that.
Elliot Edwards says definitely forgive.
Okay. Look at this
Everybody's saying
poor
forgive him.
creature.
Saying kill him.
Distant Memory says have a heart.
And so that's Lisa Trevor there.
That's Lisa Trevor, yeah.
She's
The one
still
who
looking
lost
for her mom.
Oh.
We should
Hold her
have
off,
a little
Barry.
cutscene here coming up.
Yes, we do. Here we go.
Now remember what that little journal said about she can't get her mom because she's in the stone tomb?
Was that you?
She got her mom back.
She did?
That's her mom's
Yeah,
head.
that skull's her mother.
How does she know that skull is her mom's?
She remembers the smell of her mother, and that's her. Her
Oh.
mom was put in that tomb, and she couldn't get her out.
Oh.
So now she's happy with her mom again.
I don't believe that thing's really dead. Leave this place up to me and go on ahead.
You know, it's interesting. Ed Smaran has a lot of lines in this game as Barry,
Right, Barry.
a side character.
We
Yeah.
need to get him back on here.
Well,
Yeah,
I'll tell you what. I don't know how you all feel or how the chat feels, but I feel like this story is very much Barry's story in a lot of ways. I mean, he's entangled in so many different aspects of it.
Yeah, he really is.
I mean, Chris and Jill are the protagonists, and they have to find out. They uncover the conspiracy. But when you think about character arc and story, I mean, I think Barry, in a lot of ways, with this.
You're absolutely right. Yeah, he's the one who has the big arc. He changes from being, semi-corrupt to doing the right thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh. Okay.
Nick is literally crying in the chat.
Why?
Because
of Lisa?
I think
Oh,
Lisa,
it's
yeah,
so sad.
she's so tragic.
And
She is.
and it's true because Jill doesn't change, does she? She's just tough gal all the way through, right?
Not necessarily. I mean, she did forgive Barry. She could have stayed pissed at him, and
Archie,
she's
have we
still
got to the-
uncovering more stuff as well. What's up?
Okay.
Have we
Paul?
got to the file that Lisa Trevor leaves?
This is the file that Jessica leaves, and Heidi,
No,
if you don't mind,
Jessica,
I would
yes.
like you to read.
Yeah,
this one.
Heidi.
Okay. It's a letter
You
to
can
my
read it.
Lisa. It's like a lot corrupt. Day by day, I can't
I can
feel
feel
my I can feel my consciousness drifting further away. The shots given to me by men whose clothes made some of Mommy's stitching go away. Today they gave me another shot saying it was nutrition. When they gave me, what does that say?
when they give me the shots.
When they give me the shots, Mommies
Mm-hmm.
can think straight,
Mm-hmm.
but Mommy's shocked and sad because Mommy's unable to think of you all the time. Mommy's afraid of forgetting everything, especially the memories of you and Daddy. What does that say?
What your faces look like.
What your faces look like, how we used to be together. We're all starting to disappear into somewhere dark in my mind. Oh, Lisa, I wish I could brush your face, hold you.
Oh, you there, Heidi?
Oh,
We lost
Heidi
her.
cut out. Did we lose her?
she's still in the Discord.
Ah, right in the middle of the file. I'm wondering why
And I
Discord
just-
is distorting
Yes,
the
because we
video.
didn't have this issue. I was just going to quickly
Yeah.
ask Artie, we didn't. Is it that the guys can't see the Discord screen particularly well? Because we didn't have this problem last time, did we?
Yeah, I don't
I
know
just
what
noticed
the
that
deal
on
is.
the YouTube video, the text is very crisp and clear compared to Discord.
Yeah, maybe you should bring up the YouTube link instead. I don't know why the
Well, wait,
Discord is so fuzzy.
I don't
What?
understand it either. It wasn't like that before.
Heidi will pop back in just a second.
Yeah.
I know she could do this. This happened in the previous
have
two
we got you
parts.
there, Heidi? Heidi back.
She just disconnected. She should be connecting anytime soon, so please
Yeah.
stand by.
Stand by,
Let's-
everybody. Technical difficulties. This has happened in the previous two parts as well.
Biohazard.
grab the hammer.
says
Oh, there
it's
she is.
perfect here,
Oh,
guys.
here I am.
Yay,
Heidi.
Oh,
she's back.
Lisa. Okay, so we'll pick up. Oh,
Yeah.
Lisa, I wish I could touch your face and hold you in my arms right now so I can hold on to our wonderful memories of you and Daddy. Lisa, we can stay here. What does that say?
We can't stay here any longer.
Lisa, we can't stay here any longer. We have to escape. Listen to me, Lisa. Our what?
Chance.
Our chance to escape is the next time when we go to that lab together. We'll both,
Pretend.
what does that say? We'll both pretend that we are both unconscious. And when that man in the white clothes is off guard, that will be our chance. When we're on the,
Outside.
what is it? When we're on the outside, look for Daddy together. Okay? Sweetie? Be strong, Lisa. November 13th, 1967. Jessica Trevor.
Yay! Thank you, Heidi.
That was beautiful.
Thank you so
Now,
much.
I got a question, Paul. Should we do a re-recording of the files for everybody to hear next time?
Yeah, we can do that, definitely.
Excellent.
Absolutely. And I was thinking maybe the guys, if it might be easier for them, I don't know if you can see the YouTube stream, because the important thing is that it's going out perfectly on the stream. So if there is another file, we can bring that up instead if Discord is being.
Yeah, there's a little bit of delay on the YouTube video compared to what we see on Discord, so we might have a pause moment between reading each page.
Heidi, lots of you're getting claps, and Elliot Edward said that was amazing.
Aw.
Saying
And
great.
people are crying and one hugs.
Tell him thank you. I had no idea what was coming. That was cold as cold can be. In a
Yeah.
cold reading.
Susie, the Sphere Hunter, says out here crying in the chat.
Oh, it's
That
really
was a beautiful-
sad.
It's one of
Especially
the-
as a
it's-
mom.
Still, even after all the games that came after this, I think it's still really like the most tragic story in the entire series.
It's heartbreaking. You feel so bad for the, poor Lisa
Yeah.
getting shot up like that.
Yeah.
If you want to make Chris Redfield cry, do anything involving children.
Yeah.
I'm such a sap for kids, and I'm not a pedophile.
Oh, stop, Joe.
all the garbage that's going on in the world today. You say, you know, you
Yeah,
appreciate the mind of a child, and everyone jumps on you.
that's true.
Yeah.
There's a lot of outrage culture in this day and age. You almost feel like you gotta like be careful of what you say in any instance. So I get what you're saying on that front for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thanks,
Well, you know,
Kendo's Meme Shop. Kendo's Meme Shop. Aaron and Artie's just said to us because we got suspended the Twitter account, and he's just saying congratulations on getting that sorted out. And well, actually, that gives us to say thank you. It was amazing.
Thank you for all the support, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Just starting from scratch and just thinking, you know, we'd lost all our support, and in a strange way, it was sad almost to leave that temporary account, because it means something a lot to me, that, you know, the people that just followed that straight away and, you know, got us up and running. So thank you to everyone. That's why I'd never deleted it. I just kind of kept it there, just sort of to recognise the support and help we got from you guys. Not because hopefully we need to use it again.
Can I reply to there's a question here from Isles 487. Says, Joe, I'm curious to see if you've checked out some of the memes about Chris Redfield being obsessed with getting Leon to date Claire. I wholeheartedly support that.
There you go. You heard it from the man himself.
Leon would make a fine brother.
What have we
We're
have
getting
here?
asked as to why our account was banned for.
What do we have here?
I don't
What
know,
is it?
Secret entrance?
We just drained a fountain, and it revealed what appears to be an elevator, a lift.
We're getting asked if we could try and get Nick to do a file rating for Remake 2.
Mm.
What do you say about that, Nick? Would you be up for that?
Would you like us to have that?
Not that we want to put the chap on the spot, but
Nick doesn't answer. He doesn't say a word.
We'll wait and see.
I'd
Just
be interested to know, what does Capcom have to say to actors about podcasts like yours, and and do they talk about it?
Well,
Yeah.
I think that when we started doing the file readings, and which is so very, very special, they mean so much to me. It's one of the things I just enjoy and get a passion for the most out of the site. And having these roles reprised for these characters that mean so much to us, that if they were characters in a soap opera, would be able to to get to know so much more about them, and to see so much more of them. But it's so limited what we get to see. That's why the role reprisals that you do, that you obviously don't have to do. We're not paying you a fee for them. It's just incredible that you do, because again, we appreciate this is this is your professional name that you're putting them to, and I understand it means a lot to an actor to reprise a role. And that's why I'd always understand if somebody, for many reasons, wouldn't want to do so. And no, we've never, to answer your question the long way around, we've never been specifically told that it's a copyright breach, because obviously this is not our own written work. These files have been written, but interesting enough, we know now we have quite a close relationship with some of the developers, the scenario writers that wrote these files originally. And I'd like to think that it sheds more light and it brings more fans to the series.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. And
Nick,
it's fun to
Nick,
do,
Nick
too.
has replied, by the way. He said he would do a file reading in the future for sure. Thank you, Nick.
Yay!
He's done it now. The lawyer in me thinks he's done it through the form of an emoji with a fist. So does that hold him in law? Does that count as a contract?
Yes. An
Oh, wow,
emoji
thank you,
is
Nick.
digital
It's been
signature.
Why did I miss?
I mean, Nick's also just said, look at those graphics, and that this thing is just it's such a beautiful game.
The remaster on this,
Oh,
and truth
look
be
at
told,
the light.
Truth be told, Nick, there's actually a mod project that's in progress right now called the Upscale project, and it's still there's modders going in and actually still touching up some more things that seem a little bit still not quite there. I don't want to knock on Capcom, but I've heard criticisms about the Aqua Ring sort of not seeming quite up to speed with the rest of the game, and they've gone in and they've touched that up, and they're still touching up other areas. I've got that mod activated right now, actually.
Well, and that's understandable too. I mean, they have time and budget constraints as to what they can work on. So
For sure.
it's wonderful. There's a modding community that's out there to carry on the work. I still haven't had a chance to do that. I've been too busy with my own life, but I definitely want to get involved with that. So I love modeling.
Because you are a 3D modeler.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Where's she now?
So she seems to be in. Well, I guess we'll just call it the X-ray room.
Oh.
Okay, so place the initials in alphabetical order. Alex Beckett.
I can see the Alex, but I can't read the rest.
Clark
There's
David.
Clark David.
Biohazard FE. I apologize. I'm already married, but thanks for the offer.
Are you getting lost on a date in the live chat, Joe? Behave.
Yeah, they asked if he can marry him.
we've
Aww.
Keep the Redfield bloodline alive.
So we've got Ed Fisher in the 3rd spot, and then we've got Gail Holland in the 4th spot. So these are in alphabetical order now. So let's see. Oh, we've got another file here. I don't know, Joe. You want to take this one, or you want me to take it?
You know what? I can't read it. Why don't you go ahead and do it?
You can't even read it on YouTube? Oh no, wait, you're on the live. You're on the live thing. There's a delay. That's right. There's a delay. Okay, I will read it then. Unfortunately, everybody will have to hear me.
Oh, come on, you're good.
Put on your best science voice.
Okay. June 8th, 1998. My dearest Ada, by the time you read this letter, I will no longer be the person you once knew. The results of my test came out today, and as I suspected, it came out positive. I feel like I am teetering on the edge of reason just thinking about my impending doom. I would give anything not to have to become one of them. As far as I know, you are not infected. I sincerely hope things do not reach such a desperate pass, but if it has turned out that you are now the last person remaining alive, I want you to get the material from the visual data room. Then, activate the self-destruct system in the power room and escape from here. Please do everything in your power to make this whole accident public. If everything is still running normally, you should be able to release all the locks using the security system. I've set up the terminal in the small security room so that you could log into the system using my name and your name as the password. You will need another password to release the lock of the door in the basement level 2 where the visual data room is located. As a safety measure, I have coded that password into an X-ray picture. I can't even pronounce it. A rentgenogram. Okay. A rentgenogram. I know you, and I'm sure you will be able to work it out without any trouble. There's just one more thing, and it is my last request. I hope you never have to lay eyes on me in this state, but if you do happen to run into me in my hideous form, I beg you to put me out of my misery. I hope you understand. Thank you, Ada. Yours truly, John.
Everybody clap.
Nice.
Everybody
Yay.
clap. Yeah.
Excellent.
Artie, I kind of accidentally on purpose may have started in the live chat a petition to get you into Resident Evil 8.
Oh,
They want you to be buried.
Oh, God. That's right. I saw in the chat earlier, First Aid Spray gave me a shout out. I did read for Barry Burton in the latest First Aid Spray podcast. So thank you for that shout out, First Aid Spray.
That was great, Artie. Well done. And Joe, if we can maybe get you to, maybe if there's another file, we could just wait a couple of seconds for it to catch up and Joe can read it from the YouTube screen.
Oh, sure. Resident RD8. I love it.
Oh my God.
That's from Kendo's Meme Shop, who's part of the Residents of Evil network, part of their team that we really appreciate their support as well. Thank you. Residents of Evil, Kendo's Meme Shop. And I know as well, I'm not sure if I've seen him in the live chat, but certainly in the last two as well from Residents of Evil. There's, who else? We've had quite a few of the guys, haven't we, RT?
Yeah,
I think
we got
Bob's
quite a
in
few.
here.
Oh, is Bob in here?
Oh, Big Boss is here.
Oh,
That's
that's Tony.
Tony.
That's Tony. Hey, Tony. Tony was on the First Aid Spray podcast.
And
with
and
Barry
distant
Burton.
memories as well, of course.
Yeah.
It's so natural to hear you say that with your New Jersey accent, Artie. Hey, Tony.
Hey, Tony. How you doing? Anyway.
Hey, Tony, come on over.
Also, thanks to everybody who just gave me that little bit of praise on the file read. That makes me warm and fuzzy. Now I took that from you, Joe. So this puzzle here, we've assorted the X-rays in alphabetical order. I've just turned on. I don't know if it's an infrared light or just a red light, but it's going to show certain areas on the X-rays that we have to discover. And this is going to be the additional password to the computer, in which you have to log in as John and use Ada as the password. But basement second level needs a further password to access that level. So we're going to find that out right now. So let's see. Part of it is glowing red. Well, what does that look like to you, ladies and gentlemen?
Everybody,
Heidi.
keep your minds clear.
Oh,
Is
that's
that a
painful.
That is-
lower colon?
so that is the colon. Okay. What is the
That
next one? The next one
Heidi,
is
can you hear me okay?
the esophagus.
Yep.
The next... Oh, sorry, I didn't want to take that. I just exchanged them by accident. Hold on. Yeah, just give me a second, George, Mr. Trevor. Okay, so we've got the liver. And we've got the lungs.
She blinded me with science.
So so what is that going to mean for the next password? Oh, gotta go this way. So we've got John and Ada for the login and the password. What's that last one gonna be?
Bloody eyesight biology with CHE.
Biology 101 with Crimson and Elder.
Oh, the spleen bone's connected to the intestine bone.
Oh, we've got another note here. Does anybody want to take it?
Joe!
If I can do it from the YouTube thing, I
Okay.
can do it.
All right, so you'll have a little bit of a
Everybody,
delay.
get hyped
this
up.
is just
Well, yeah, while we're waiting for Joe to do that, Heidi, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I'm here, but I was
Then
cut out for a
thought
little
this
while.
was- I thought this was amusing. I forgive me because I can't pronounce the chap's name, but Sovereign says, did anyone else make RE jokes about Hurricane Barry over the summer? Or was it just him? He says he lived in New Orleans where it hit hard and he'd go outside and yell Barry just like Jill.
So when you get annoyed, you just scream Barry, I
calm
guess.
down.
Barry! Can we get a Barry from you, Heidi? Would that be okay?
Oh,
As if
which
you're in
kind
the
of
middle
which
a hurricane.
is this? The you've betrayed me, Barry? Barry?
Yeah, or just
Maybe-
Or
calling
is this
The
a?
hurricane that you want to scold.
It's okay. So okay, hold on a second. So she knows that he betrayed her, and she forgave him, and now she's looking for him, Barry. Which point of the
Yeah.
story is she yelling Barry?
Admonishing Barry.
Admonishing him
Admonishing him, yeah.
for betraying her.
Yes,
So it's serious.
it's serious.
Okay. All right. Let me I'll do 3 in a row. Barry! Barry! Barry!
Great.
How's that?
Just great. Love
I didn't blow everybody's speakers out.
it. It's fine if you
There you
did.
go, everybody.
Miss Swan, we had a problem with the recording there. Could you just do that again?
Oh, I'm sure that must be awful.
Oh,
Listen to
man.
me shout into them.
Oh, that was amazing.
There we go.
As Barry would say, "Oh my God." Okay, Joe, you ready for this
Okay.
note?
This is just some random researcher, huh? Like some science nerd.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, it's a big part of the science in the game, especially
Okay.
exclusive to this game.
I'm ready.
Go for it.
The Act Researcher's Note.
And now we have to wait for the delay so we can read it.
Yeah, let me see. I have to write something.
My glasses.
Let's see.
Now I'm toying with him.
Where is my pen? I had it.
Oh, the delay is real.
Oh God, Joe. Read the note.
There is now evidence that when the host loses consciousness, the body goes into a dormant state. During this time, the virus becomes active and rapidly transforms and reconstructs the basic composition of the body. Next.
Come on, Joe.
Bloody
No?
hell.
Can you see it?
I can't.
Oh, you can't. Not even on the YouTube?
The host eventually mutated into a humanoid creature. We call them the ats.
Hold on. It'll switch. It'll switch in a second on YouTube.
Richard Attenborough works for Umbrella. I love it.
Go ahead, Joe. It's up there on YouTube.
Not here.
No? Oh,
No.
you might have a bit more of a delay then. It didn't switch?
Oh, there it is. Okay. Its speed and amazing muscular development are particularly noteworthy. After transformation, it becomes more agile and aggressive.
Okay, it'll be switching in a second.
Why have you made him English?
I don't. Because English people are smart, I think. Already,
Yoke says you're killing him.
Already 4 of our researchers have died from trying to feed it, turning the place into an instant bloodbath. Ever since this tragic and barbaric accident, we have decided to call its kind Crimson Heads.
There you go. There's your discovery of how the Crimson Heads come about. The VAX process. Next slide's coming up, Joe.
Joe Whyte, the real Dr. Wesker.
the real Dr. Wesker, yeah.
Oh, the dangerous and precious prototype specimen can't be left there. We have to figure out a way to deal with it. Termination is definitely not an option.
Moni says Joe is Chris, Richard, and whoever else he wants.
Sovereign's just said, Joe, do not question the authority of the BBC voice.
Finally decided to freeze the specimen and confine the body inside the basement of the backyard cemetery.
So there you go.
Good.
That was the Crimson Head Elder that we encountered where the death masks were. The prototype Crimson Head, in which they did the research.
Right.
So there you go. That's the connection right there.
We
Well
got so
well
many
done.
people say Joe's a natural, he's a nerd.
Well done, Joe. Well done.
Yeah, that was great.
The real nerd of Umbrella.
Oh, what am I doing? I have to go right to the computer.
What is that, a graveyard of computers?
Dr. Whyte went to Oxford and he watched a lot of BBC documentaries by David Attenborough. Yes, indeed.
Having too much fun, I forgot how to play the game correctly.
Oh, shit, it's Ian McKellen.
So, how did you know what your password was, Artie?
So that was the login, and the password was in the note itself. John wrote to Ada and said that his login was his name and the password was her name. Now the third password that we need to access for basement second floor, coming up here, is part of that X-ray puzzle. So here we are. So we had colon, esophagus, liver, lungs. What do you think it is? Anyone?
Is there a clue?
Yeah, the first letters.
The first letter of each one.
So, colon, C. What's the next one?
Esophagus, E.
Liver,
L.
and
Lung,
lungs.
L.
So
Cell.
Cell.
Oh, cell. Okay.
There we go. That's the password. Puzzle solved. In the original version of this game, the third password is mole. They changed it to cell in this one. I'm not sure why, but mole I think is interesting because I actually thought of Ada, because you find out who Ada is later on, and she's very much somebody who is a double agent. I figured it was attached to her character in some way, but I'm not sure if that was the original intention.
No, Mr. Rose, I am a nerd.
Yes, you are.
Completely cop to that.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Crimson Heads.
And she just goes, huh, and moves on.
Oh, bye-bye.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
she is so done.
But she was done from the first one she shot, is the thing. I mean, this is the way she's reacted the whole way through.
Oh, wait a
She's
minute.
done with zombies, she's done with hunters, snakes, Barry.
No,
Yes.
I can't skip this. I gotta go back downstairs for a second.
And we're getting a little message from William saying, don't forget to pick up the observation note after the event happens with Wesker.
Right, yes.
Don't forget about that.
No spoilers.
Yep.
No spoilers.
Shh, everybody, shush, shush, shush.
Crimson Carls instead.
Dr. Redfield.
Jill, cool as a cucumber Valentine.
Perfect. I want to
Joe's
teach.
Dr. Wesker has trouble spelling cell. Ha!
God, here. I'll just use the acid rounds on him.
Oof.
I don't have enough room. Oh, wait. No, I will in a second. Maybe.
Nick says the zombie just wanted a hug.
So
She's not the hugging type.
If you actually
No.
look at this, and I'm not sure this is. I think I put a mod in here because in the GameCube version of this game, this does look like a GameCube, but it also looks like a GameCube here. In the traditional versions of this remastered, they get rid of that top sort of like latch or whatever, the cover, and it just looks like
really?
a regular black box. Yeah, because I guess it wasn't exclusive to the GameCube anymore. But here it's showing that opening on top. So I don't know if I put a mod on there or if the PC version is different. I forget. But yeah, this is an Easter egg that the MO disc, for the passcodes, is a GameCube, a Nintendo GameCube.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I think I gave my GameCube away when I bought a Wii.
Yeah.
And the Wii was backwards compatible with the small disc from
Right.
GameCube.
Right, and they ended up coming out with a Wii version as well, of Resident Evil 1 and 0. I think it's called the Archives version.
Oh, yeah.
And I just realized I don't have enough room. No, to get both items I want to get.
Do what I do. Just
I
shoot a
just
bunch of
left the room
enemies.
for 1 second. I come back and Artie screwed up. What have you done, Artie?
Oh no wait. You know what? I did get it because I just combined the ammo with the launcher, so I think I'm good. All right, awesome. I haven't screwed up yet. Okay, don't start, George Trevor. Okay, so we have another note here. Anybody want to take it, or is everyone's screen screwed up?
It's so screwed up.
I mean, it worked okay before. We could ask Joe or Heidi to check out.
How about you read it, Paul?
Yeah.
Read it, Paul. Read the facts.
Come on, Paulie.
Come on, you can do it. Everybody say
okay.
Paul, Paul, Paul.
Go, Paul.
Everybody
Is it
cheer
in
George
Discord?
Trevor on in the chat.
Paul.
Paul, Paul.
Go ahead. It's all up to
They're
you.
still talking about the GameCube.
Yep, everyone's starting to cheer Paul. And now it seems like Paul's having audio issues.
Oh no.
I think he's causing them. Yeah, he's getting cheered on.
We're gonna have to do it on you.
I don't want to read another file. Okay.
Here, I'll read it as Artie.
No. All right, Paul.
Sanitation Division Manager.
Even Paul.
Attention, Manager of Sanitation from Raccoon Disaster Contingency Committee.
I resent that. New Jersey Italians over here. Okay. Did we lose Mr. GT? Mr. Paul?
Funny.
He's probably like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna go for tea.
He probably did.
Somebody said press P for Paul.
All right, everybody. I'll read it again, I guess.
Yoke. That was Joe or Artie.
Oh yeah, that's right. They've said that we have similar voices before Joe. At some point.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so. We're in the same tonal range.
Yeah, I think I'm just slightly deeper than you, and that's about it.
Yeah, but I can go down further. I can go down there.
Oh, can you now?
I think I can.
Voice off.
Now we're having tone wars. Okay, I see how it is.
Tone wars, nothing but tone wars.
Oh no, Star Wars has entered Resident Evil. All right, enough with this. I'll read this. To Sanitation Division. Attention, Manager of Sanitation. From Raccoon Disaster Contingency Committee. The contents of this fax are confidential and intended for the name addressee only. Any copying or disclosure of the contents of this fax to any third party is strictly forbidden by the sender. After reading the contents of this fax, it must be destroyed immediately. Oh, well, good job there. We expect significant increase in the damage done by the recent T-virus outbreak than initially estimated. There are several concerns. First concern.
Okay, I'm back now.
More than half of the researchers have been infected by the T-virus and died. It has also been reported that almost all of the survivors of this accident are starting to show symptoms of the T-virus infection. Second concern. Our secret security patrol team has also been completely eradicated. Therefore, our most secret research is in danger of public disclosure. Quick actions are demanded to prevent mass media coverage. Third concern. There is a high possibility that most of the specimens are running loose inside the compound. We expect many casualties to follow. However, yet unfortunate, these casualties underscore the success of our research results. Actions must be taken to prevent our research results from being made public. We suspect the first official intervention will come from the state police and STARS. We strongly recommend taking measures against them first.
There you have it.
Dun dun dun.
Somebody said, you let me down, Paul.
This is why I don't look at the live stream, because it always goes wrong when I do. So I just concentrate on the live chat. But the minute I scrolled up to the YouTube screen, you guys obviously couldn't hear me.
Yeah, no. And Nick just screamed for you in the chat.
I know. I'll do the next one. That wasn't a ruse to get out of it.
I'm imagining him saying it in his Leon voice, calling for Ada, except it's for you.
Paul, answer me, Paul! Paul! Solid Paul and liquid Paul.
You can give me the next file, guys.
Zombie Girl 880, nice comment. If a tree falls in the forest, does Leon's hair still stay in the same style it falls on his head? If it falls?
Oh my god.
Hey, come on, Leon's hot.
There you
Okay,
go.
I love the lighting at every room.
So we've got a slide projection here.
Listen to the tone of the music.
Yeah, I love the really unsubtle way they were. Heidi, at the very end, see if you can guess which chap in the photo is the baddie.
MA 39.
Which one is the bad guy?
Yeah. Who is the bad guy? When you see the photo at the end, see if you can tell from that subtle.
Okay.
MA 39 Cerberus.
Can I read one?
FI03 Neptune, who is absent from the chat today.
Oh, Neptune. Poor Neptune.
Poor Neptune from Project Umbrella Podcast. MA 121 Hunter, very popular Umbrella specimen. The T002 Tyrant. Okay.
Oh, you just made me think he's a spy.
Okay, we haven't seen...
T002.
We haven't seen the tyrant yet.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. Which one?
My
Do-do-do-do.
Cosburn.
I think the one in the middle.
Ooh.
Oh.
Not quite.
Jinx.
Why? Because he's wearing glasses, Heidi? Is that why?
No, because he's looking directly forward like, don't mess with me. Which one is it?
Take a look at the very right. Who do you see?
Does he look familiar?
Who does he look
Someone
like?
we saw
Oh, is he look-
earlier.
Is that Barry?
No, it's not Barry.
No.
Sunglasses.
Sunglasses. Oh.
Wesker.
Jill, you should go.
Wesker?
Wesker.
Yeah!
Oh.
We've got some numbers here.
What do
Okay.
these mean?
It's going to be for this keypad right here.
Talk
This
to
passcode entry terminal.
462. Yes, one of those was Dr. Whyte.
Damn, I have to go to the item box. I don't have enough space.
Dr. Redfield is in there somewhere.
Okay.
Oh no, not again.
Uh-oh. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run! Run, Jill! Run like the wind!
Why didn't she just shoot him like everybody else?
I wanted to make it interesting.
Okay.
Come back. Come back. I'm in love with you.
You read my file! I want a review!
Oh my god. Okay.
How was my voice acting?
I think we'll have enough space now.
I just want to kiss.
Oh god.
Someone said, is that Dr. Whyte running around? Oh!
Oh.
He's not even dead yet, I don't think. No, he's not even dead yet. Whoa!
Oh.
I just flew hard!
That Crimson Head is a
Why am I on
dancer.
fire?
Ow! Ow!
So is he dead now?
He's dead now. For sure.
What was the difference between the shots? One that killed him and one that didn't?
Fire
Or is it
grenade.
just two that do it?
It was just, the first one just didn't damage him enough, and the second one engulfed him in flames and finally burned him. Burned him to a charred corpse. Charred undead corpse.
Kaboom! Where's the earth-shattering kaboom?
Okay, so we got another file here. It's an important one, and nobody could see it except me, probably.
No, I can see it.
I can
All
see
right.
it a little bit.
Okay, Joe, take it. Take the file.
Security protocols. Level 1. Heliport for executive use only. This restriction does not apply in the event of an emergency. Basement Level 1. Passage to heliport entry is prohibited unless accompanied by a consultant researcher or the chief of security. Unauthorized persons entering the heliport will be shot on sight. Elevator. The elevator stops during emergencies. Basement Level 2. Visual data room for use by the Special Research Division. All other access to the visual data room must be cleared with Keith Arving, room manager. Basement Level 3. Prison Sanitation Division controls the use of the prison. At least one consultant researcher, E. Smith, S. Ross, A. Wesker, must be present if viral use is authorized. Triple lock door. Entry into the room is limited to the sole person who deactivates the lock with all of the passcodes. Accessing the exclusive output terminals located in each section of the senior researchers deactivates the lock. Power room. In this room, nitro compound is used as the primary fuel source of power. Access is limited to headquarters supervisors. This restriction may not apply to consultant researchers with special authorization. Passcode output terminals. Use and access of the output terminals is limited to authorized senior researchers. Basement level 4. Regarding the progress of Tyrant after the administration of T-virus. Illegible hereafter.
Yo.
Very well done, Joe.
Yay. Oh, thank you so much.
Like for Paul to read.
Yeah, and thank you to the guys in the live chat that were voting for me over Joe Whyte. Thank you very much.
Somebody
I'll
in the
always
chat.
remember that.
Somebody said in the chat, Paul as Joe as Dr. Whyte. Oh, it looks like we could use this to view Kenneth's film from when we discovered him. He was the first STARS member that we discovered in the mansion. That hallway.
That's right.
Get away from me! No! No!
So, Joe, just like, you voiced Chris, and Richard was your other character that you said you had a hernia with.
Right.
I feel that was the same with Ed. Ed was Barry, and he also voiced Kenneth.
Right. They killed Kenny.
Oh, they killed Kenny. You bastards! Sorry. Sorry.
You bastards! Hot chicken pot pie. Get it?
So, why did they have that video? What was the point of them keeping that video?
Kenneth
Researched
was one of the we had the video. Jill had the video on her. She picked it up from Kenneth when she came across his corpse. He was
right at the very beginning of the game, Heidi. You find it on a corpse. So almost at the start of part 1, we just find that tape on a corpse, and just give you an opportunity to look at it and see pretty how useless he was, really.
Yeah, well, you got to take into account also he had already been there for a full 24 hours.
Need a short break, folks. I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh no,
Okay,
we got 2 crimson heads now.
Oh.
Oh god.
Oh, geez.
What have you been doing, Artie? Have you not been burning their bodies?
No, I haven't been doing that.
Hey!
You got to keep things interesting.
USS
Paul.
Command's here.
Oh, we've got Crimson Head Elder's very own USS Command. Welcome, man.
He
Yeah,
said
with
this
me.
ain't
Why aren't you up here with
ROC.
us?
This ain't ORC. Oh my god.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time, pal. Ow.
Oh,
I
geez.
hate this
That ain't
little
right.
guy.
Another spider?
Those, I don't know exactly what they derive from, but they're some type of insect, but they call them the Chimera in this game.
Oh yeah, someone's just asking. Sovereign, has Heidi seen the chimeras?
No,
I think this is the first time.
it has to be, yeah, because you haven't been in the lab yet. They're only in the lab.
Alright, try and get one to come up close to you so she can get a better view of it.
Oh, here we go. Let's see. As soon as I run this way. Yep.
Do you see it?
Oh,
Yeah, creepy
yes.
suckers, aren't they?
Look at, and she's like not phased. There he is sputtering in front of her. She just walks over it. It's like, whatever.
I've seen
Whatever.
worse.
I'm Jill Valentine. Whatever.
Did you guys see Arachnophobia?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, it was quite.
I
camp,
love that.
wasn't it? And, oh.
A friend of mine was in that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah?
What part did they play?
Yeah. He played the sheriff. Really, a very funny guy named Stuart Pankin. He sticks his hand in a box of cereal and discovers later he was eating a bunch of dead spiders in there. It's so gross.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think the spiders in this and also in Resident Evil 0, but in this game are just amazing. The textures, just the hair, and just again amazing graphics.
Yeah, no, their attention to detail is amazing to me.
Kendo's meme shop says It was a human embryo and a fly DNA with the T virus as a bonding agent. The most messed up part is the first chimera was birthed by a human.
Oh
What?
my god! I didn't even know that.
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
I kind of did
God.
know that. I was gonna spare Heidi the details, but Aaron, you went and did it.
I'm
Oh
sorry,
my
but I'm like,
gosh.
holy crap! I gotta share this.
Yeah, you got it.
That's rough,
Oh,
man.
Who made this up?
Capcom.
You know? This is foul. I like the little flames over there.
Someone else says the fact that the chimeras were rejected creations from Umbrella, but they were left to wander in the labs.
Oh, there you go.
So it's not their fault. It's like Lisa Trevor.
Yeah. Yeah,
They
basically.
can't help it. Okay. Oh no. How many chimeras are there?
Oh, there's quite a few down here.
Heidi, someone said in the chat, they said, who made this up? The people that hired you.
Now, Archie, you've
Right. Right, he is. That's right.
Archie.
Yes.
Well
You've
played.
had some game advice. This has been advice from Vichy Glit and Gun that just make sure you've got all those crimson heads down because you don't want to come across them again when you're walking with the capsule.
Oh, I've already got it. I've already got it down pat. But thank you. Yes. Thank you very much.
Look at those little
You never
suckers
know. You
run.
never know. I might have forgotten that little detail. Bloody Eye wants to know, Heidi, if you're into steampunk.
Oh, what punk?
Steampunk.
What is that?
There's
What
the
is it?
answer.
I'll take that as a no.
Yeah, that would be a. I don't know what he's talking about. This is steampunk.
No, steampunk. I don't. To tell you the truth, I can't even give you a clear answer on what it is. Anybody know in particular?
I'm over 30, so I don't know. It's a form of genre of music, isn't it? Obviously, I presume a subgenre of punk, but I don't know.
Isn't it also like clothing designs and
I
stuff?
think it's also clothing design. Yeah.
It's like wearing top hats and medical, not medical, like gears and cranks and stuff.
I sound
Somebody
so
in the chat,
old, I'm
you
killing
know,
myself.
educate us on what steampunk is.
Yeah, Yoke said this is more biopunk. Thanks, Yoke.
Okay, I love the fan going around.
Get hit with the fire. Jeez.
Everything in this game is just beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, so the crimson heads
Wow.
are down now. Are down.
I can totally see how someone.
First Aid Spray said steampunk is a genre of science fiction that has a historical setting and typically features steam-powered machinery rather than advanced technology.
Oh. Okay. That
Oh.
sounds like it's got some, atmosphere to it.
We've got my girlfriend is in the chat. Beauty Bean is her handle.
Mhm.
Oh, hey!
What's going on? Hello.
Hi, sweetie. How are
Archie,
you?
Excuse me, Archie, I told you before.
Hugs and kisses.
No, Archie, I've said when you're at work, no personal calls.
Oh, I'm so fired. Sorry, Paul.
He's going to start
hey!
showing off now.
I'll leave my
Catastrophe's
resignation
here.
on your desk. Cat's here.
So,
Yes, Kat's here!
Hey, Cat.
Hey, Kat!
Oh wow, Kat's the community manager for European community manager for Capcom Europe.
oh, Kat. Hi. Hi, Kat.
Hi, Cat.
So we have a very pivotal scene here.
Your girlfriend
Jill?
says, hey, y'all, I'm hearing an epic delay in the
Of
other
course I'm
room.
alive. Jill, there's something big going down, and I don't think we're part of the equation.
I have to get you out of here.
You guys have finally met in Jill's
It won't
scenario.
open. Wait, I'll be back to get you out.
Okay, no sightseeing though.
Well,
No
like, what's she gonna
sightseeing.
say?
I know.
Not
What a thing to say to somebody who's saving you.
Chris has an ironic sense of humor.
Jill will be like, oh, I've seen her a lot today, Chris. I don't need to see anymore.
Yeah.
Somebody says this Steam got cranked up to 11 over 10.
Yes. So that sounds interesting, the steampunk.
Yeah, it does. I think there's a game that's like that.
Here we go. I'm having too much fun again. I'm forgetting how to play the game correctly. I gotta stop having so much fun. This is a job. I have work to do.
Okay, Artie, here's my question for you. Does your girlfriend have to play Resident Evil to be your girlfriend? I mean, was that a prerequisite?
No, I do not make her play. Sometimes I try to get her to watch, and it works half the time. That's about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So does she game at all?
She does game. She does. She loves the Fallout series. She loves Skyrim.
BioShock.
Well, I don't know if she's played BioShock, but she knows of it because mutual friends of ours have played it.
Love BioShock.
And so then, do you play her games with her?
Yeah, there's a couple of multiplayer games. We've actually played. I know the zombie lovers will love this. We play Left 4 Dead together. Left 4 Dead is a multiplayer zombie online game that you can play with friends.
Okay.
Yeah. Fallout is more so a single player experience, as is Skyrim. It's big open world role playing type of stuff. You make your character up with like a set of skills and stats and all that stuff. So now with this, I've just picked up the nitro compound, so I have to now walk back to where I'm going to place it to power up the generator that's going to power up the elevator to get down to the basement level, basement 4. If I run, an explosion might occur.
Or if you get attacked.
So you can't run?
You have to really walk it.
Yeah. And it's always better that one person in the chat who gave me the advice to kill the enemies first. You don't want to be facing enemies while you're holding on to this thing, so you want a clear path to walk.
Can I just say, just a small example, just how wonderful it is. The community is just from so many different parts of the world and going back many years. I was just about
to say that, Paul. I'm so overwhelmed right now. I feel you on that.
There's someone that I've not met before. I don't believe. Forgive me if I Let Me Live Gaming just asked in the chat whether anyone in the chat and not on here came across the Resident Evil: A New Blood website back in the day, and I was just saying, actually returning by saying, A New Blood was the first Resident Evil website that I ever came across, and then just as I wrote that, I just saw Joan Ramos, Project Omega, who I know is very heavily involved in that website, that I met like over a decade ago. I haven't spoken to for years, but it's so great that Joan is here, and it's from that website. And I know Romby, who does the Project Umbrella podcast with us, so from the Resident Evil: A New Blood. So yeah, just shout out to that website and everyone that was involved with Resident Evil Fan in New Blood, which was the first website. So Project from that website is in the live chat. To answer your question, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that was my first site back in the day, especially when Remake came out. That was the #1 site that I would go to for any Resident Evil news or any media. There was a lot of media was posted there, like photos and even some video and some audio files from the games. And there's actually an interview with Joe up on that site.
Yeah, Joe, do you remember speaking to Resident Evil: New Blood back in the day? This is going back over a decade now.
Yeah, that was an interview with a guy named Ted Boyke that I used to work at Disney with. I think, is that the Australian?
Well,
I'm sorry, I'm talking
from New
about
Zealand.
Yeah, there was a little magazine called Press Play, I think it was called, and I have a copy of it. In fact, Paul, I tucked it into the cover of the book that I signed for you that I'm going to send you.
Okay.
It's a little, a smallish magazette would you call it, a very small magazine that just has things about different video games and a lot of stuff about Resident Evil. And a guy named Ted Boyke was working at Disney at the time, and he was also writing for this little paper. And he interviewed me about doing Resident Evil, and that interview is in there. I think it's actually even online somewhere if I could find it.
It's definitely still on the site for sure.
But
Let Me Live Gaming saying that we need to have a Resident Evil fan New Blood reunion. That would be great.
That'd be awesome.
And the site's still up. I don't know if they still do updates, but I know that the site, I'm sure, is still live. I know they have a forum that is, and a Facebook. Yeah, and they have a huge Facebook page, community.
I just want to take the time really quick. I'm sorry to interrupt. For anybody who loves the samurai edges, which is the Star's Beretta here, knows that each character from Alpha Team, the main characters Chris, Jill, Barry, and Wesker, have their own custom models. I just want to let you know that I took the time, because I'm a nerd, to change the emblem color on Jill's to match hers. This is a sky blue emblem color right here. And typically in the standard samurai edge that you get in the game, it just does the standard royal blue. So for anybody in the chat who appreciates that this one's also for you.
That's awesome, Marty. Well done.
Yeah, that's about the extent of modding that I could do. Some reskins on some stuff in Photoshop.
Artie, your dedication is inspiring and also a bit scary at the same time.
I'm so sorry. Please do not fire me.
No, we won't fire you, but we do kind of pity you.
All right. This is it, everybody. From here on out, this is it. We are coming to the finale of the match.
Oh my gosh.
Artie, in terms of that 2-hour time,
You could have at least waited up for me, you know?
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, I have to give some major props to you, Artie, for playing so well. This whole thing is...
Thank you.
You've not seen a lot of people play this game, have you, Joe?
Well, I haven't died once yet. So, in all 3 parts. Come on, give me something.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Give me something.
So Jill gets killed and she comes back to life?
Shh. Quiet. We're getting to the good part.
Okay.
Here we go.
Hear the epic music.
Wesker!
You really should have the Benny Hill theme song playing in the background.
Oh, don't blame Barry for everything.
Shush, Joe.
I hear that his better half and 2 lovely daughters will be in danger if he doesn't do everything I tell him to.
Wesker, you're pathetic.
Well, you shouldn't worry too much, dear. You'll be free of all this anyway.
Why eliminate stars?
Believe it or not, that's Umbrella's intention.
You're just a slave of Umbrella.
Smart girl. But I think you misunderstand me. The things you mention are nothing. I'll burn all of them along with this entire laboratory. Barry, go up on the ground and wait there.
Barry?
You gotta love Barry. He must really be afraid of Umbrella.
You and Umbrella took his family, you bastard. Oh!
Ouch.
Umbrella? Yeah. Well, I used some carrots and sticks to cow him, but it had nothing to do with Umbrella. I just used Barry for my personal interests. Though both you and Barry seem to think I was following Umbrella's orders.
What? What are you planning?
I guess it's time for show and tell. It's magnificent.
For the sake of this thing.
You know, I hate goodbyes.
Barry!
Forgive me.
No, you're not to blame. It's Umbrella and Wesker.
Even if it meant my family, I couldn't bear turning my back on my friends again. Shit!
A big flush.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Damn it!
Jill and Barry together. In hell.
You want a piece of me?
What? Premature.
No, Barry! You viral cultured freak.
And there it is, Heidi.
There's that line.
There it is.
Run! Run! So, what do you think of the tyrant?
He's called the Tyrant?
Yep.
He's the tyrant, the T-002. He's like 8
The one we
feet.
saw in that
naked.
file.
He's like 8 feet or 9 feet tall.
His first name is James.
Oh, really? James Tyrant?
No,
So that was
Joe's-
pretty quick. She killed him pretty quickly.
Yeah,
Well,
he
we'll
seemed
wait
pretty
and see, Heidi.
useless. He seemed pretty useless and a failure, didn't he?
Don't forget the file.
Here we go.
Who's going to do this one?
Everybody wants Paul to read it because he keeps yelling, Paul.
Paul, do you want to read this, or can you see it?
I can see it, but there'll be a delay. I'm looking up at YouTube. Jill's running away.
Okay, make sure you don't say the wrong typo in the localization.
Observation file. Observation note. Okay. The discovery of the G virus was in fact 21 years after the administration of the progenitor virus.
Next slide's coming up.
The prototype parasite, which we had delivered from a laboratory in France, was administered to the sample specimen. The sample specimen took in the parasite without showing any signs of adverse reaction. The sample specimen, Heidi, is Lisa Trevor.
Oh.
Sorry. The lack of any reaction was an unsolved mystery, but now everything is clear to me now.
Some of the comments are hysterical.
Yeah, they're great. We'll tell them after.
What are people saying?
People are saying better call Paul instead of better call Saul.
The prototype parasite was incubating in the sample specimen's body for 21 years. That's 21 years, Heidi. She was incarcerated.
Oh.
Then from that incubating state, the prototype suddenly mutated, evolved, maybe a more appropriate word to describe it. Are they saying that Joe Whyte does a better English accent than me?
Yoke says Joe Whyte sounds exactly like Paul. Amazing range.
It's not true, Paul. It's not true, Paul.
This observation gave me more insight into my research. Through further modification and testing, I was able to derive a method to create the G that surpasses the performance of the T.
GT.
This was the breakthrough that would change the future of the BOW's history. So this is William Birkin, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, is this where he talks about Alexia? Because this is also great. When I played this, and it's like you see Alexia, and you're like, who's Alexia? Because I'd never played Code Veronica, and that's what just basically got me to play Code Veronica, actually, this file. I can't wait to see the look on Alexia's annoying face when I finally announce my research. But unfortunately, I'll have to wait a few more years to completely verify my findings. William Birkin.
It's sheer perfection, my precious
Dun,
G-Virus.
dun.
No one will ever take
Yay.
you away from me. All right.
Everybody, clap your hands! Yay!
Well done. Well
Yay,
done.
Paul.
Paul.
Barry! Barry!
Clapping myself.
Pat yourself on the shoulder. Good job.
You're okay.
Jill, sorry.
I love her expression, how
I was
happy she
careless
is.
of me. Wesker,
He's gone.
first, let's just get out of here.
Julia Voth's face and Heidi's voice, perfect combination.
Aw, thank you. So what would have happened if she didn't forgive Barry?
He
would have never left the altar, put it that way.
So you don't get to see him in this, you don't get to see him again. He dies, and you won't get to see him at the very end on the helicopter.
Wesker must have set it off. Let's hurry.
But you do get Barry's photograph. You do get that extra file of Barry.
Yeah, you do get an extra file, but you have to kill him to do it. But we weren't going to do that to him.
It was a photo of his wife and kids.
Oh.
Yeah, what a touching message from his daughters.
Yeah,
no,
thanks a lot, Jill.
Was it his daughters in the message, or does he say something to them? I think the daughters say, "We love you, Daddy," or something like that on the photo, back of the photo.
Oh, no.
Yeah. All right, we got to get Chris, and we got to get out of here.
So Chris has been waiting all this time when he said, don't
Yeah, no
do any sightseeing. Yeah.
No
Chris is
sightseeing.
down in the basement going, guys, hello? I hear an alarm. Is there something happening up there?
Yeah, we thought you were a bit quiet there, Joe.
What?
But there is
still
an
here.
intrusion in that cell, isn't there? Because don't forget to go back in RT, because you get extra.
Yeah.
Get extra,
So, who in the chat is saying that? Oh, Sovereign is saying, is Heidi the announcer for the self-destruct? No, that's actually Hope Levy, the voice of Rebecca Chambers, if I remember correctly.
Right.
Yeah,
Heidi is the
that
news
was her
reporter.
voice actress in this.
Yeah, Heidi is the news reporter
I'm the
in
news
the
reporter.
beginning, yes.
Yes, but what else? That's what I want to know, because they get 3 voices out of you, so I must have done something else, and I can't remember.
Jill,
Sorry about the wait.
so everything's taken care of?
So everybody's taking care of it?
Now let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah,
I took a lot of pictures while sightseeing.
yeah, I did some selfies with the viral cultured freak.
About to fight the tyrant. Hold on, let me take a selfie.
So,
Yeah.
so if you go back into this room, it's pretty interesting. It's like the only room that has like a view of like a surveillance camera. Really interesting.
Is that a toilet?
Cool. That's a toilet. That's a jail cell toilet. You know what? I don't even need those shotgun shells.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Positive?
Absolutely.
Positive?
For
Are
every
you really?
hold on. For everybody else, I have another Samurai Edge awesome moment here. For everyone who is a fan of Barry's Samurai. Wow, Chris, why are you like jerking back and forth down there? If you notice, Chris is holding Barry's Samurai Edge. He typically does not hold that one. He typically holds one similar to Jill. I changed that. Because, Joe, even you know this, in your own scenario, you lose your gun, and you have to use your knife. So,
That's right.
in terms of canon, in my own head canon, you don't pick up Jill's gun because Jill never drops the gun. So you run into Barry, and he gives you his extra sidearm. And there you go. That's his Stars Beretta right there, his custom.
He's asking the
Come
true
on,
ending
let's go.
already?
The canon ending, yes. Which I'm still working on, everyone. I'm still working on the canon ending project. It's just taking...
And I love the multicolored lights here.
Yeah. The atmosphere is amazing throughout this entire game.
Yeah, amazing.
Artie, you're doing really well because we've got 10 minutes.
Oh, stop with that time limit. Stop that.
I'm just paranoid because YouTube half our stream.
I'm sure.
And so, how do we determine who gets the game?
Yeah, thank you. So, Joe, as you know, Heidi, thank you very much. Heidi kindly signed a copy of Resident Evil Remake HD, the remaster, on Xbox One, I believe, RT.
Yes.
And Joe, you're going to kindly sign it.
I think it's a PS4 copy. I think it's a PlayStation 4 copy. Yeah. Yep. Heidi, can you confirm that? Is it a PlayStation 4 copy?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And Joe, you're very kindly gonna meet up and sign it yourself. So maybe, I don't know, we've got about 5 minutes. You guys may want to have a think of a question you might want to put to the guys in the live chat, and who have, you know, particularly these guys now that have stayed with us this whole time. And maybe the first person to give the answer in the live chat could be the winner.
Okay. I am not qualified to come up with a trivia question on this.
I'm definitely not.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe something that the guys could guess from, in terms of your time, your performance, that you know, something that you're doing, or
come on,
trivia
hurry!
associated to what you were doing at the time, the lines and things. Have a think. We'll discuss that. We'll come back to you.
Nick is saying in the chat, he's asking you, Heidi, he's like, Heidi, is this cool for you or what, to see all of this for the first time? Ah! He said ah after that. In excitement.
If there's anyone alive, contact me now or just give me a sign. I repeat, this is your last chance.
This is kind of fascinating for you to see the first time, right, Heidi?
Oh, yeah.
Big finish right here.
Yeah, this is it.
That's a good question, Kat. What's Barry's favourite food? What really was in that sandwich, Jim?
Here we go. Another cutscene.
3 minutes to detonation.
Damn it! We're almost there! Jill, you just get in contact with Brad.
No!
We can make it. Jill, ladies first.
Chris!
Would you let me have my moments too?
All right. We'll rendezvous at the heliport.
There you go.
Chris, I just want to help.
Here's the part where I hope everything works out okay.
Moment of truth.
Moment of truth. In various ways. I had a technical issue at this very part last time. I hope it's not going to happen again.
If not, we're gonna have to double a stream today.
Yeah. Here we go.
Does a Jill sandwich come with fries?
Afterwards, Joe. After.
Sorry.
Is that the question?
Jill!
You made it.
Oh.
He is angry.
I thought this one died too easily.
Yeah.
You dare shoot me? You dare shoot me?
Oh, nice.
Oh, careful.
Nice pivot. Come on, Barry, set up a post.
Good dodge.
Okay, you've got skills,
Jill,
man.
use it! Kill it, whatever it is!
Oh boy.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah!
There we go. Oh.
I'm another thing with the Tyrant is if you don't damage him enough and you shoot the rocket, he will practically just toss it away.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's either that or it's a difficulty level, I forget. But yeah, he could claw away the first one, depending.
Because you get that little cutscene moment, it's like, oh, you're gonna kill him, and then he swipes it away. Like, nope.
There's
There
the
it
Death
went.
Star moment.
Here we go.
Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, Lisa. After
Gotta
all
say,
that, Jill is
there could have
exhausted.
been another scene before she closes her eyes too for the resolution.
Yeah, for sure.
A little bit of a what did we just go through scene, you know.
All that hard work. And Chris is like, I had a good nap.
And that is the conclusion to the mansion incident. From one point of view.
All right,
From
yay!
From a
That was
certain point of
great.
view. Yay!
Amazing.
Heidi, Joe, thank you so much for just.
Oh, this was fun.
Thank you
guys.
so much.
Thank you for organizing it, putting this all together, and doing it. What fun!
And hear
And-
what you think about it.
And so nice to hear about the community and hear from the community. That's so great.
Now everybody
Oh,
wants us
Heidi,
to do Chris.
I was thinking maybe Heidi, your question maybe, I know Jill isn't the only video game character that you voiced. You may want to ask maybe a question to do with any other video game work that you've done.
Oh yeah, was there another game I did for Capcom? Who can answer that?
Who knows?
yeah,
Who knows another voice that Heidi provided for Capcom? Go ahead, first one to answer it. Which game was it?
What was it? I'm gonna have to
Someone's
look it up.
yelling, you guys forgot Rebecca!
That's right. Oh my god. I won't.
Where is everybody?
Hey.
Yes, we have an answer.
We have an
Heidi.
answer? Yeah.
PN03, Yoke. That
Was it
one
was
bloke.
it PN03? Is that the correct answer though, Paul?
It was indeed. Yes, it was indeed.
Oh, wow.
Because I know, Heidi, you've spoken about that because it's a little bit more risque, that character, than Jill.
Yes, I have. Yes, and so did he say it?
I thought it was a different game with a different name. Paul, meet me in the chat over here. The group
Okay,
chat.
But it's
Here.
as
No,
far
the
as I'm-
group chat on Discord. Wasn't it this one?
I would like to nominate.
No, it
Bloody
wasn't
Eye.
Killer 7. It was Yoke was correct.
Okay, all right, then I'm incorrect. I am wrong. Okay.
I would like
And
to
if,
nominate.
well, put it this way: the first person to
Jill,
answer
you did a fine
Killer
job.
7 was Isles. So whoever's correct, but Susie the Sphere Hunter came just after Yoke also confirmed PN03, which it was. I think the confusion might be that Killer 7 was released. It was one of the 4 was also released around about the same time. But
I thought she voiced wasn't it a character by the name of Samantha in that game? Or am I getting the wrong game name? I thought it was Killer 7.
I can't believe we're ending on this controversy. But we'll make
Okay,
sure.
so I just popped back. So Killer 7, Samantha, yes. And then what was did somebody say something else?
Well, Yoke said PN03, because I
PN03.
thought was the answer, but no, we'll defer to you. I think we'll defer to your better knowledge, Heidi.
It was Killer 7.
Yep, it was Samantha from Killer 7. So who answered Killer 7 first? Was it
Isles?
Isles?
Isles 487 from the website Let's Save Outbreak. Let's Bring Back Outbreak. Huge supporter of bringing that game back. So well done, Isles.
Well done,
So I think
Isles.
that's nice because I was not saying Yoke hasn't, but Isles has also done a lot of work for the community in supporting the game Outbreak, Resident Evil Outbreak. So well done to Isles.
Yay! Yay!
All right.
And I'm banning Yoke for leading me down the garden path with Killer 7. I'm sure he just put that in there as a red herring. Yoke.
Everybody keeps saying that I forgot Rebecca, because she only appears.
Don't
in
feel sorry for Yoke, Kendo.
She only appears in Chris's game. I do have a piece of footage that involves her. If everybody wants to see it.
Sure.
I'm sure.
I'd like to nominate Bloody Eye and Sovereign for funniest
Funniest what? Funniest comments?
Funniest comments in the chat.
Bloody Eye and
Sovereign.
And Sovereign.
Yeah.
Funniest comments. But too bad there's not a prize for that. Maybe next time.
Well, I think as if we tie this up now, and I'm sure I'm just, the sentiment of everyone in the live chat. Heidi and Joe, thank you so very, very much for being with us. It's been an amazing experience.
Oh, this has been great.
This is only bittersweet because it's the final part.
Well, there'll be more.
Otherwise,
everybody doesn't want it to end.
Otherwise, it's been completely exhilarating and completely fantastic. Personally, for me, because I was kind of steering the ship and taking you guys through the journey. Especially for Heidi, it's her first time. So this is like a dream come true for me, since like I said, I grew up with you guys. Chris Redfield, Jill Valentine were my heroes. I used to play this game all the time back in the day. So thank you so much for doing this again. It means so much to me personally.
You're welcome, and thank you, Artie. Thank you.
Thank you, Artie and Paul and Aaron. You guys, this is just really great. You've been so good to us.
Yes,
and to everyone who came and supported us in the live chat as well. I mean, there's just too many to list now, but I think over the next few days we'll be thanking you all guys over at Twitter, on Facebook, and just recognizing all your support for us, which is invaluable and means the world to us. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you all so much for joining us.
And to Nick Apostles as well, of course.
Yay, Nick!
I look forward to listening to Nick's. You guys are going to do this with Nick, right? With two.
We are indeed.
We are in
talks. Yeah.
Excellent. I hope that happens. Please let me know if it does, because I want to be there. I want to listen to it.
All right, you heard it from Joe himself, everyone.
We'll have that reunion, that Chris and Leon reunion. Wow, thank you, Joe. Nick's just a message from Nick. Lastly, the community is strong. Awesome job, everyone involved. All about the connection, and thank you, Nick.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, thank you so much, Nick. Community's been stronger than ever, and I don't say that lightly. The unification that's been going on recently is just it truly is incredible. It's like something unheard of. Nothing with hostility for disconnect or anything, but it's just never been this unified. So it truly is incredible to have people from all over coming together, and the talent from the games, like Joe and Heidi, fans, people involved, and Nick, and just everyone. I'm sorry, I'm getting off on a tangent, but it's just truly great to see.
It's been a great experience, guys.
So thank you all.
Well, thank
That's
you.
a good one.
Okay.
Yoke just said you could call us a Cap community.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Capcom Unity. There you go.
There you go.
And we're getting big hearts. I'm sure that's to Joe and Heidi from Cat Catastrophe, the Capcom Europe community manager.
We love Cat.
So much, Cat.
Thank you so much, Cat. We love you, Cat.
Okay, bye everybody.
Take care.
Ciao.
Take care.
Take
Thank
care.
you so much, guys.
Okay.
Next time.
Until next time.
Until
Yes,
next
we'll
time,
see you
for
soon.
sure.
And thank you for subscribing, and thank you for the support on Twitter. And hopefully with Nick Apostles and other wonderful actors from the series, we'll be back very soon. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Goodbye,
Bye.
everyone. Thank you again.
Bye.